The 2010 NAACP Theater Festival and Awards highlights.
This is Aria Lowe, and it's Friday, August 27th, and we are here at the NAACP Theater Festival.
Hi, I'm Karen Chappell, and this is the Beverly Hills Hollywood Theater Committee, and welcome to the 3rd annual NAACP Theater Festival. We're here at the Nate Holden Theater, and we're starting with the performance of Black Angels Over Tuskegee by Layon Gray. Wow!
And this is a statue of the Honorable Nate Holden, whom the theater was named after.
Well, you know, this is a full weekend, so I'm glad that everyone is here. But in addition to having the Tuskegee Airmen here tonight, Black Angels Over Tuskegee, we've got on Saturday and Sunday a full event of workshops, 10-minute plays, full-length plays going on both Saturday and Sunday.
We're here at the NAACP Theater Arts Festival at the Nate Holden Performing Arts Center. I'm with Karen Chappell, who's the theater director. I'm with Barbara Bass and Martha and Jamie, and they are on the committee of the Theater Awards Committee. Karen, can you share with us what this night means to you?
This night means everything to me. We have worked so hard for this festival. The committee all year long has been just planning and working, and it's a win for everyone because we are honoring the Tuskegee Airmen. We are honoring all of the actors that we saw in all of their 85, 90 plays this year.
Ms. Tia Boyd, executive producer of the NAACP Theater Awards. So what can we expect from you this weekend?
We have wonderful workshops all weekend, so come out and have fun with us.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ariel.
All right, thank you.
All right.
We're here again at the NAACP Awards with Yvonne and Yvette, and can you tell me your involvement with the festival?
For sure. We're on a viewing committee for the Beverly Hills Hollywood and NAACP Theater, and what we do, we go out to different plays, we view it, we actually like vote on it, grade it, and then at the end of the year we go ahead and actually nominate it, and then we actually pick a winner from each category.
And most of the time when we go out, we usually look at either 85 to like 90 plays, and that's during a year.
And what's your favorite part of all this?
Since I'm new at it, you know, I like going to see the plays and seeing how the actors bring their characters to life and whatnot. I'm really excited.
All of them are going to be really great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Honor and indeed pleasure to talk with Mr. Layon Gray, the man behind this big production. Share with us your work, what you've tried to accomplish here.
Well, I knew when I first wanted to tell the story of the Tuskegee Airmen, I knew I wanted to tell a story about brotherhood. You know, everyone talks about all the planes and their accomplishments that they succeeded and went through and achieving, but no one ever really talked about what went behind the doors and the sacrifice they made to go fight for a country who could care less about them at the time. So I interviewed a few of them, and the one thing that really stood out with them was the thing that they talked about was brotherhood. You know, them coming together as one unit, one family, and I knew that's the through line I wanted to go with telling my version of their triumph.
We talked with a couple of the airmen a little bit earlier. They said to me how much they were moved by what they saw on stage. You seem to hit right at home for them. You
know what? When we did the play at the National Tuskegee Airmen Convention in Vegas, that was one of the first times I was truly nervous as a writer, because here we are doing our best to try to, you know, to go through some of the things that they went through. You know, I always say we can never walk in their footsteps, you know, so we do our best to try to show the audience what we did. And at the ending of that performance, you know, it was real quiet. The lights went down, it was real quiet, and then all of a sudden there was a roar of applause. You know, they were standing on their feet, their wives were crying and everything. And one gentleman came up to me and he said, "You told the story right." And that's one moment I'll never forget as a writer.
Take me through that process of writing this story, who you interviewed, how you did it, and your feelings of wanting to get it right.
Well, what gave me the idea of writing a stage play, HBO had done a film in the early 90s with Lawrence Fishburne, and I don't ever remember seeing it on stage. I was like, you know what? This is a great opportunity to write this story and present it on stage, because it isn't in our history books, and what better way to present a stage play for children and kids to put it on stage. So that's when I sat down back in 2008, and I began a draft with my theater company, the Black Gents of Hollywood, and we started formulating and creating what we see today with the play.
Your highest point when you got to finally get this on stage, and some of the more difficult times for you, getting it there.
Money. Always money. You know, finance is a very expensive play because we use a lot of authentic wardrobe, props, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, people have been supportive in giving us things, as well as the theater company raising money to present the piece.
And your message to people who come to see it?
Yeah, you know, just come in and enjoy it. And, you know, like I said earlier, this isn't in history books, and which it should be. So just come and enjoy the ride that we put audience on. You'll learn a lot about the Tuskegee era, man. You know, I learned extremely a lot in just my research and talking with these gentlemen, how, you know, expressive they were. You know, these men are in their 80s and they still have that swagger, you know, so, you know, and they love telling their stories, and, you know, I just love listening to it. So, you know, I did my best to put most of their facts, all the facts that people here in the play are real, are true. So I did my best to put their facts and everything they said into the piece. Well, first I would say you have to, you know, believe in your piece, believe in your words, believe in your writing. You know, I always say, all money ain't good money, you know. Don't just write something to get a paycheck. You know, write something that's truly true, means something to you, you know. Something that you would want to leave on this earth when you're long gone. Like I always tell all the guys, like, this play will sustain way after we're gone. This is our history. So my advice to young playwrights, writers, and directors is to write true, honest stories that mean something to you, and also that you think may be able to change something in someone's life to a positive manner or way.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Sir?
Jerry T Hutchinson Jr.
Okay.
I still carry the junior.
Still carry the junior all these years. Yeah. Share with us your feelings about this evening and this play, about what you did.
You know, I saw the play when it first opened out in North Hollywood about 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought it was an excellent, excellent presentation. The actors really put it on as it should be. We thought so much of it, the Tuskegee Airmen, that we sponsored it at our convention last year, and it was very well received, very well received.
Share with us your emotions when you saw it for the first time, about seeing part of your life on stage.
Well, the first time when I saw it, you know, I was impressed, but I was really more concerned about my wife, who's sitting next to me and shedding tears throughout it. So I didn't want her to get too upset. So I had to spend a lot of time comforting her.
Now, about being recognized by the NAACP and all the work that they've done and all the work that this is history.
Yes, it is, and NAACP can always be congratulated. They're in the forefront, have been, and will continue to be. And I really consider it an honor to be a part of this event this evening.
Now, your military service, share with me your particular service.
Okay. I was a pilot, and I went in at the latter part of the war. I was in the twin-engine group. We were trained to fly the B-25 bomber. That group, before I got there, was one of the first groups. It was the very first group that was the beginning of what you call sit-ins that later became more prominent with Reverend King.
Mr. Ted, share with us your experience about seeing the play about a part of your life.
Well, I thought the play was very, very interesting, and it's kind of emotional, and it captured the anxieties and the concerns that you had at the time.
Being recognized by the NAACP, what does that mean to you?
Well, that's an outstanding tribute to what we've done, and for the NAACP to recognize that, I think it's outstanding.
Do you think enough people know your story, or should more people know about what you and your generation went through?
Yeah, I think that you never get enough, but I think that we've done quite well. And ever since Bob Williams' movie, the HBO movie, that gave us the kind of momentum that I think is extremely important and captured the imagination of this country. And we've been well known, I think, since that time, and during the last few years, even more so, when we obtained the Congressional Gold Medal, and then particularly with the inauguration of President Obama, when he invited us to his inauguration.
What do you think that the legacy is, or what would you like to leave to the other generations about the work you've done and how the military has changed since you served?
Well, the military is, I think, an opportunity for many people to be judged fairly without having to worry about the color of their skin, which I think is something that was not true when we were coming through in terms of the military.
Thank you. And it's Ted Lumpkin, and your rank when you were serving?
When I was serving, I was a captain. I was in the reserve after the service and retired as a lieutenant colonel.
And your age?
Well, my age is 90.
90? Oh my goodness. Wow. Gentlemen, pleasure.
Okay.
Ted Lumpkin, Jerry Hutchinson.
Jerry
My
Hutchinson.
pleasure.
Thank you.
I narrate the story. My character kind of helps the audience to go along. I carry you along the journey, help you to know what, I elaborate on what just happened, what transpired, and what's about to go on. Try to help to give some of the exposition, some of the information, the important details that can't all be acted out. But the importance of the story is, first of all, we need to recognize our past. We need to recognize where we've come from, the contributions of our ancestors, and how we got to where we are. And it's important because it's a story that a lot of people still don't know. Very few people know any details about it, any significant details. Well, these men are still alive, and it's important that we tell the story now and give them their flowers while they're still here.
The 2010 NAACP Theater Festival and Awards highlights. Thank you for watching.